What's going on, everyone? I hope you're doing well. Today's video, I really want to talk about the market and how it's changing when it comes to finding and hiring engineering talent. If you're an executive, you're a startup founder, you're a hiring manager, this video is for you and how you might actually be able to hire engineers in today's market. So stay tuned. Okay, so the market. What is going on right now? Why is it so hard to find engineering talent when seemingly if you go on Twitter, you can see all these individuals talking about how they can't find a job? There just seems to be some type of disconnect there. And as someone that's sitting right in the middle, as in, I have a lot of people that I mentor on a weekly, daily, monthly basis, for their first jobs, for their 10th job. And at the same time, part of my role where I work is to help a lot of founders find engineering talent and help them with their interviewing and sourcing and different things like that. So I kind of see both sides of the fence, and I can promise you there is a big disconnect there on both sides. But this video, I really want to address how, as a company, a startup, some of the things that you should change in order for you to get some of that talent. You can put up a fight, you can be stubborn, you can be, stuck in your old ways and try to get what you want, but the market is always going to win. And me, as a previous founder, I learned that the hard way. So trust me, let the market do its job. Let's talk about what people are currently doing right now that I don't think is working. The first thing is really just about getting your expectations in order when it comes to hiring engineers and what that's going to look like. So if you have a software startup and you're trying to get some of your engineers out there and you just raise some money, chances are you're riding that high. You know that you just raised money, you're feeling good, confidence is at an all-time high, you're ready to grind. But what you don't realize is every person that is really good, they're getting offers from everyone else that's probably a lot further ahead and have more to offer than you can, right? You might have just raised $10 million, but the engineers you want to hire are being poached and recruited by billion-dollar companies that are offering them literally anything, remote, whatever, same perks you have. How are you going to compete? The second thing is to really address the quality of the traits that you want out of an engineer. So when I think of all the different qualities that an engineer might have, I kind of think of this graph here where you have potential, current skill, experience, culture fit, and then you have communication. Most people hired, heavy in the current skill and the experience, communication for more senior roles, culture fit, not so much. And then on the potential side, I would say probably close to flat. Like I would say most companies didn't even try to consider a potential unless it was for maybe a junior role where they were willing and understanding that this person needed to grow into a role. But now the market is shifting. It is very competitive. Even Amazon, who traditionally paid 60% less than market, has doubled their salary from 160 to 300 cap now in cash. That's crazy. You have companies that traditionally only hire senior engineers are now considering hiring interns and mid-level and entry-level engineers. And these are billion-dollar companies, and you're trying to compete with that. Good luck. I hope your mission is so good and it resonates with this person so well that they'll choose you. And again, that's like winning the lotto, so you probably won't. So instead, what you should be looking for is shifting your focus away from being strong in current skill and experience and more into strength and potential. Right now, you're a startup, you're growing fast. You hope one day that you're gonna be some billion-dollar company that's IPO'd or get a big acquire or change the world or whatever it is, but that's your potential of your company. You're hoping to get there and you want people to see you for your potential. I mean, even when you raise money, your valuation is based off the potential of what you're gonna do. That's what you really have to hire for right now. So you really need to be hiring for people who clear the bar technically and can deliver what you need to do, but really have such strong potential. So that means you're gonna have to change your expectations around that, right? We're going back to those expectations, which really brings me to my next point, is changing how you interview. I think the interviews for engineers have been broken forever. I've been an engineer for the last 10 years, and I can honestly say everyone is just trying to be Google, right? Everyone's out here asking these brain teaser questions that have really nothing to do with your job. And I know that for a fact because I've never interviewed for a role that actually required me to know these things, but yet I've still been asked these questions. And then when I get the job, I've never done those things. So I know for a fact that those interviews are heavily based off on what these companies think are good questions and what they think are valuable. I want to make the process as least stressful for people as possible because when people are stressed, a lot of them don't perform that well. And I don't think that's a really good indicator on someone's potential and what they could be, especially if this is their first, second, third job. When you do an interview, send them all the questions ahead of time. Let them know everything you're gonna ask them. Maybe even shoot them some links to do some research on it. You might be asking, why would we do that? Why would I send an engineer all the questions I'm gonna ask them That way they can prepare for it. Because you want everyone to be prepared. You want to compare everyone at their best and then compare them to each other at their best. And you'll truly get the engineer that you're meant to have. If you give them that prep time, they'll come in with more confidence. They'll be able to show you how they research, how quick they can learn, and that's actually more realistic of what they're going to do in a job. You should really put them in an environment that's close to, if not the same, that you're going to have them at the job. Is it a little more stressful? Is it a little more work on your end to send that out? Yeah, just a little bit of more work to send that interview out, but it's worth it. I would personally like to see people change that interview process and get away from this whole brain teaser Google thing. That doesn't make your company seem like some elite club of individuals who are really good at something. That's not going to translate over to $1 billion valuation. It doesn't work that way. You're probably just going to be at the point where you're looking for talent longer than you want to and potentially burn out before you can hire anyone. That's just my thought on the industry. And again, that's jaded to where the position that I'm sitting in right now, where I'm looking at both sides of the field. I've made tons of videos in the past about how engineers can change to the market on how they can leverage themselves and get jobs now. So hopefully we can see a change on both sides of the market. I'll probably make more videos about this topic specifically because it's truly something that I believe in and something that I'm passionate about. And I really do want to see a change here, not only because I want to see the companies, that I invest in succeed, but I also want to see the people that I mentor get jobs, right? Like we all win when we're working together and creating value together. Let's see what happens. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe. Got more videos like this. I actually just shot another one with my video editor, Sam, where he interviewed me about NFTs. So look out for that one. If there's another topic out there you want me to talk about, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, all those things, and stay tuned because we got a lot more stuff coming out. Thanks. See you in the next one.